So this is the Lego Arkham Asylum. I'm only going to be talking about the asylum itself and the figures that came with it. First, I'm going to talk about the asylum itself. The building itself is actually quite tall. Let's get a little figure in here. Alright, here's Hush. He makes it almost to the top. Here's Hal Jordan. Again, almost makes it to the top. I don't think I have any figures taller, so it's quite big. This is obviously the front. There's not much to talk about on the front. We got this door here that says maximum security. That was a sticker. You could tell because it is crooked. I've never been good with putting stickers on Legos. I always prefer it if they, put the stickers on themselves. So yeah, you got this door. You got a window there. It's barred off. Again, that's barred off. And then the next row is just 3 more windows. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. Again, barred off. And then up top, you've got kind of the roof. I don't remember. No, those are not stickers. Those are part of whatever piece this was. Just kind of like a rocky kind of brick theme to it. Now it's got this thing in the middle, which would have been good if it had a decal for more rocks, so it kind of looks better. But yeah, that's fine. Now I guess I'll talk about the inside. Alright, so on the inside, it's got, first off, this little computer type thing. It's got a chair, so you can have someone sit down in it. But yeah, it's got this computer, it's got a screen on there, some sort of lever, because all computers require levers. That moves forward too. Got a button there. That's how all computers look. So it's got a chair here that spins. It doesn't spin all the way because the computer is blocking it. Here is the door that we saw from the outside. The cool thing about that is over here there's another lever. You do that. You move it like that. And the phone always rings when I'm doing this. Hold on. Alright, so where was I? Oh yes. You pull the lever and it bars off the door, which is really cool. A really nice touch. So you could have it like that, or you could have it like that. Doesn't really matter. I usually like to have it like that. Alright, so I skipped a level because I'm going to go back to the second level last. So right here we have this, this room up here. It usually has a lot more stuff. Like there's usually kind of like a table here. I took all that out. It's supposed to be kind of like a medical thing, but I took all of that out because it took up too much space in there. And now I can fit a bunch more characters in there. I'm just going to get some random Legos here. You could put a bunch of figures in here, just, when you'd usually be able to put about, like, 1 or 2 in there. You could probably fit about 5 in there. So yeah, I recommend you do that. It's a pretty big space. Also, it's got this thing up here, which I thought you could access from the back, which is why I didn't talk about it in the front, but I'll go back. It has this thing, which I talked about earlier. You lift it, and it does that. There is virtually no point in there, unless I guess you fit a character inside. No, can't do that. But yeah, there's really no point in that, so it's kind of useless. And now we come to my favorite thing about the asylum, and that's the jail cells. As you can see here, there are 3 cells. 1, 2, 3. You can fit characters inside. I have Poison Ivy, Two-Face, and the Riddler. Now, what's really cool about this is that, just like the door, there is a lever there. If you move the lever, like so... Why is that focused weird? So yeah, if you move the lever, it opens up the jail cells. Or, you know, closes the jail cells. Whichever way you want it. Really cool. I really love that. It's a really neat thing. You can either have the villains being locked up, or you can have the villains, you know, escape, which is really cool. Also, this works as kind of as like a carry case, I guess, for a bunch of characters. Like, you can fit some characters in there, you can fit some down there, you can fit some up here. But yeah, really cool playset. Would it be considered a playset? I don't know. It's definitely one of my favorite LEGO ones, although it's not my actual favorite. My favorite is the Spider-Man 2, well, maybe I'll get into that some other time. Now I'll talk about the characters. I honestly don't know which Batman came with this set, but since this will probably be the only real Batman LEGO review I'll do, I'll just talk about both of them. I'll start with this one. This is just a regular Batman. There's no real inspiration for the design other than it looks cool. It's just a simple gray shirt with the Batman logo on it. He's got his utility belt. He's got black gloves. This black little pants piece. He's got, you know, more gray pants. The head, I really like the masks on the Batman Legos. They're really cool. Now, the way that they do the eyes is that they paint kind of one straight white line above the character, above his hair, or no, above his eyes. This is weird because if you were to just say, if you wanted just a regular Bruce Wayne from this face, can't be done because he looks ridiculous. So yeah, you have to kind of find a head that is somewhat similar and put some hair on it. But yeah. Alright, now we have this Batman. Same face, same pretty much everything, except the costume. The costume here reminds me a lot of the Michael Keaton Batman. That might have been what they were shooting for, but yeah, I think it looks a lot like that. If it's not, then that's kind of a surprise. I didn't talk about the cape on the other figure, but I'll talk about it here. They've got a regular Lego cape, but they've got it so it, you know, it's more Batman-ish. Really cool. Yeah. Alright, now we have one of my favorite DC characters, Nightwing. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I hate this figure's hair. I don't understand why he has this wild anime hair. Now, it's obviously easily fixed because you just take the hair off and put on regular black hair, and you can see that he looks infinitely better with this hair on. But for the sake of the review, he'll have his crazy hair. Yeah, the face is definitely one of the coolest. He's got his cool Nightwing mask. You can see it better without the hair. Really cool. He's kind of smirking. It looks more like a kind of I'm about to beat you up smile more than like a I'm so happy smile. Now, the rest of him is I really love the color blue and the color black together because they clash quite well. Yeah, it looks really nice, very distinct looking. Nothing on the back, but you can see the detailing. He's got muscles, he's got the blue. And he's got the blue kind of Nightwing kind of logo kind of thing. And then he's got nothing down there and regular black hands. Alright, so this is obviously the Riddler. This is probably one of my favorite villains of the Lego Batman series. It's just a very simple figure, but it's done very well. The mask looks great. The hair is perfect. The costume is pretty much dead on. Just solid green with some detailing and a question mark with a purple kind of belt. It reminds me a lot, the costume at least reminds me of the Frank Gorshin, I think that's his name, who played him in the old Batman series. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Frank something with a G. But yeah, the face is a little more evil, I guess you could say. Just the way the eyes are. But yeah, really cool. Really like the figure. And he's just got these regular old gray hands. Now we got one last figure, and that would be Poison Ivy. The face is very good. I like how it's very... Her eyes are very evil, and her mouth is kind of smiling. She's got this nice red hair. I pretty much like the way it looks, because it's very different from much other Lego hair, but it makes her forehead look far too big. If you can focus. See, it makes her forehead look a little bit too big, but that's a very minor problem. She's got her usual attire, just a kind of shirt made of leaves. It's not really a shirt, even. It's got kind of like one stray piece of leaf to the side there. There is nothing on the back. You can see there, nothing on the back. She's wearing... Well, actually, that's, I guess, supposed to be part of her shirt. And then she's got this lighter colored green for her pants. Very nice figure. Could have done without the gigantic forehead, though. So, believe it or not, this was probably one of the last Lego sets that I bought before I fully converted over to collecting Mini-Mates. So, yeah. I definitely like it. If you can somehow find it, I know it goes for ridiculous amounts of money on the secondary market, like the online stores, stuff like that. So if you could find this for somewhat cheap, I got it for probably around $80 when it first came out in stores. If you could find it around that, maybe even $100, I could see you kind of buying it for $100, maybe. But yeah, try and find it for cheap. I think anything over $100 would just be overkill. It's not worth it. But anything under $100, it's very much worth it. It's a very cool set.